So GARDP is focusing on neonatal sepsis because it's an area of particular concern when it comes to antibiotic resistance. Increasingly, babies are often need to be hospitalised because they have other conditions, and very often they quite develop infections as a result of the fact that they're in hospital. And there aren't necessarily the treatments, so the currently recommended treatment by WHO has been recommended to treat neonatal sepsis for over 50 years, but there hasn't been the data, particularly in a hospital setting, in order to inform new treatment options. So clinicians are having to identify treatment options based on relatively small amounts of evidence, because that evidence doesn't exist. And so GARDP is really aimed to try and fill that gap, working together with its partners. The trouble is that if you don't do those types of clinical trials, which are extremely difficult to do, then the clinicians don't have the evidence base on what to do, how to treat particular infections, and it's particularly difficult with neonates. But it is just as important, because you can't make an assumption based on adult data to treat a baby. And it's even more important with neonates to have some data to know that you're treating the baby with the right drug at the right dose at the right time. So the information that we've got from the observational study, we're now using that to design a new clinical trial, which will evaluate both existing antibiotics that are currently used to treat neonatal sepsis, based on the information that we have from the observational study, but then also new combinations from existing antibiotics that have been around that are generic antibiotics but have not been traditionally used to treat neonatal sepsis, and use those as part of a combination and evaluate those in a large strategic public health trial to try and identify new treatment options for neonatal sepsis.